Hey everybody, it's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Before we start today's video, I just wanted to thank everyone for their suggestions on what I should be calling this video. In the end, I decided to stick with Chart of the Day for various reasons. Number one, it is a day today, so obviously that will work. And number two, there's people are already look for that name, so I just decided it's fine as Chart of the Day. It's not it hopefully everyone will be able to find those videos then. And I also realized that I haven't been asking the question of the day. So please stay tuned for that. At the end, I will say goodbye, but then I will have the question of the day added to the end. So make sure you answer that, because I'm kind of curious as to the answer. So have a great Memorial Day. I'm posting this on Memorial Day, so have a great Memorial Day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye. Hey everybody, it's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. I am back for another Chart of the Whatever videos. I'm recording this the same day as the last one, hence the same shirt, and not knowing what to call these videos. But I thought I would do another one since I had another one ready to go, just so I have I'm one ahead. Trying to be a little more organized, so being one ahead is always a good thing. So today's chart is Flights of Fancy, Italian, 1801 from JBW. Also a market release. Looks like that. It calls for, well, the stitch count is 144 by 107. It calls for 36 count French vanilla from R&R Reproductions, which I do not have. And on 36 count, it says the finished size is going to be 8 by 5 and almost 6 inches, so about 8 by 6. Looks, for some reason, way bigger in that picture, but apparently it is not. So, it's got birds. I have a thing about birds anymore, and I don't know why, because I really don't. It's like I'm not a bird lady. I mean, birds are fine, don't get me wrong. Birds are fine, but I'm not a particular, fan of them. They're there. I mean, they're there. They wake me up at 4 o'clock in the morning when the windows are open. I don't hate them, but I'm not, I don't want one. So I don't know what it is. I like to stitch birds. So I've been thinking for retreat that I might just take all my bird charts and work on nothing but birds. But we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, the chart calls for a mixture of looks like Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works and one DMC. Seems to be the trend. And it looks like, I'm just going to use the back of this other chart. Looks like this. It's kind of a mess, but let me spread them apart so maybe you can see them slightly better. There, that's better. How's that? Pretty colors, very soft, very reminiscent of the colors from the last one I showed you. Greens, this deep fennel color, and golds. How about that? I again thought I might want to do this one in silks. So I do have a silk option. Let's see, where's my paper? I do have a silk option that I have chosen. How's that? So I think I did pretty good getting somewhat close to the called for. The closest I have to the called for is I have 32 count vanilla bean, which looks like this, which is a very pretty color from R&R Reproductions. And let me spread these out again so you can see them. Should have hung them the other way. I did on the first video, and I totally forgot to do it in this one. So it's very pretty. I worry about this one because it's so pale. It's going to depend on where it is in the chart, and I haven't looked, but so that's what the colors would look like on that. I'm just going to, these are in no particular order, so I'm just going to go down the pile and show you what I have. This is 28 count Mystic Gray linen. I also have it in Ada, so you can see it. And that would give an entirely different look from the called for. So that is the Mystic Gray in linen. I have such a mess here. This is Mystic Gray in Ada. That would look okay. I pulled I think this is 28 count Earth from Fiber on a Whim, which is a brown with some green in it. And I think those colors are really pretty on there. Again, they're darker colors. It's a darker fabric, so there you go. And that's pretty. I like it. 28 count Earth. I think this is 28 count Old Stationery, which is this time it's a kind of a greeny brown, gray color, which I think it would look fine. I think it would look good. This one is pretty. This is Cecil, 32 count. Nope, 40 count Cecil, which is a mixture of colors. There's some green and blue and brown. Sometimes there's kind of a pinky red. Just depends on the batch. It looks like that. I don't know if this picks up colors good or not, but it's a very pretty fabric. And I think these colors are very nice on it. I really like this one, but it would make it really very different from all my other birds, because I tend to put my other birds on kind of a greeny, darker green color. But I might consider that. Now here's like more the color I usually choose for my birds. This is 40 count Oatmeal. So many people have an oatmeal, and I don't know whose this is, but I like my birds to have kind of a vintagey antique look, which I think these greeny colors tend to give them. Yeah, I don't know whose that is. If I were to dye fabric, I would make mine start with a number or something so that it's not like anybody else's. This is Fiber on a Whim's Sand, which is also a greenish brown color. Which is good. And now this one is kind of out of the box. It's Sequoia from Atomic Ranch Fabrics. It's a very dark color. I just kind of want to roll around in it. It's so pretty. Don't take that the wrong way. It just is so pretty that I like it. Okay, let me get these separated out again so you can see the individual colors a little better. See, I think that would be really pretty too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one I'm going to kit this up with. But that's it. That's all I have for choices on this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. So you take care until then. Bye-bye. Okay, as promised, question of the day. Obviously, I have an issue with stitching birds. I love to stitch birds. So, who else is with me? Do you like to stitch birds or not? Thanks for answering. Bye again.